Good evening, everybody. It's Thursday night, my friends, and I'm back. And I'm just I'm all tangled up in my headphone wire here. It's nothing if there's not going to be it's not a memory leak death stream if there's not a technical issue at the very beginning. That is where we're at, my friends. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're all healthy, happy, and all of those things. Hope you've all been having a good week. Kicking butt, taking names, getting things done as you do. So I've mentioned this earlier in the week that I've changed the schedule around a little bit to accommodate this game coming up, Blueprints. Now, this is not the first time I've streamed it. We played this. Let's see, corner of my green screen here. We've played the demo of this back, during Steam Next Fest demo days, and I enjoyed it a lot. So I've been waiting for it to come out fully, and we can kind of jump in and do our thing. Oh, you know what? I don't have 1 second here, friends. Just realized I still had a browser open there. All right. Let's pop on in and do our thing. And I set the sound settings, but I don't know if they're going to be low enough or not. So guard your ears. Guard your ears for a moment while we do this. Oh, that's interesting. I just noticed that now. I'll have to figure out something for that. Yeah, there's a little gray bar on the side of my screen there. That's actually the Moonbeam chat. That's the scroll bar for it. I'll have to see if I can make the scroll bar a different color. I could probably force that to be a different color with some CSS. But anyway, it's neither here nor there right now, my friends. All right, let's adjust our volume again a little bit here. I think it might be a little bit high, just a tiny bit high. Still a tiny bit high. Let's go right around there. All right, now that'll be, I think, probably good enough. I mean, it's still kind of loud, I think. I feel like this slider hasn't done really anything. For the amount of distance you move on that slider, it really doesn't make a whole big lot of difference, does it? Anyway. All right. Let's pop on in. Let's do the thing. Maybe. Possibly we'll do the thing. There's some sound at least. There we go.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament. and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
What a dick. I will give you this big, beautiful mansion, but I will give you an impossible task upon which to do, to furnish that gift. Day one. Okay, so we have 50 steps. Every time you move into one room or another, you use up your step counter. Usually it's one step, but it could be multiple depending on the effects that the room has on you. And all these rooms are random. We actually generate them when we go and try to use the door. Open only in the event of my death. Welcome, Simon. Welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful, or may not be taken. Okay, yeah. Should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice: do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Mount Holly Blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. There we go. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose one footprint. When you no longer have any feet left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. All right. So since I've already played the demo of this, I kind of know what I'm getting into. So before we start, we're going to see if I can get to the outside grounds here. I think this is locked initially, but let's just see. Yeah, it it is locked initially. So you have to find another way. I forget how to do it, but I think there's a way to unlock that. And this, I believe, is just the driveway, right? Yes. I don't think there's anything here to collect. But there is this door back here. Well, what looks like a door, but it's you'll probably need a tool to take the screws off of it. Yeah, looks like it. All right. I had a feeling that was locked off right now. I think you find a key to it or something, or a way around it or something like that. Actually, I think it's more like if you put a garage down, it puts you on that other side, and then you can kind of unlock that door from the other side, I think is what happens. But let's go this way. And we'll do, whenever you enter this room, gain 2 footprints. Before we do that, where are we at? Let's do a hallway first. Crowbar and some rosary beads. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Okay, so there's just one more way you can go over here then. Okay. So we'll do a nook because it's got, we could do a storeroom because it's got a bunch of stuff in it. So we got a key, which we'll need. Coin. And I believe there's a gem. Yes. That's what it said on the thing. So that should be everything there. So now we are going up this way here. All right. 2 items in the closet. Let's do a parlor. Okay. Wind up key. Component of the parlor game. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving this invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles. I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back, involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. Okay, so there's always one box that is true, there's always one box that is false, and there's only one box that has prizes in it. So what do we got here? This box is the middle box. Well, obviously that's false. The gems are in the middle box. This box is the middle box. Let's try this one. There we go. Because one of these had to be false. At least one of them had to be false. And this one was the only one that could have been true. So, there you go. Alright. Which way are we facing? We're facing to the right here. So this will go into the entrance hall, whatever we pick here. Or not. I guess we'll do another bedroom. Greetings from Reddington. It's a mirror without a mirror. Huh? Origami in there and a few other things. Picture. With she's wearing a crescent moon necklace chain there. So it's a chain link and then a crescent moon. I don't know if I want to use my one key yet, because that's for everything. That's including doors and stuff. Okay. So this would be going north then, right? Yep. Corridor is always left unlocked. And then a nook gives me another key. Let's do a nook. Okay. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, a scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Oh, you know what? I wanted to see something. What is the screenshot key? Is it F12? I think it's F12. Let me see. Yes. Okay. Okay. We have here a fishing rod. A wardrobe. Which way are we going here? So this is over to the right. This would be the east wing. So there's a possibility that a lot of things are going to be locked over here. But we can do, let's do the den here. Clocks and locks. Locks and clocks. There's something that looks like it takes a key. Or special key of some kind. Hmm. Okay. Which direction is this facing? This is going back down. What about this side here? Okay, so this is the rightmost edge. Let's do do pantry. Bridget, please pick up some fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Okay. 2 steps from the apple there. Scale. Lots of 2s. 2 thermoses, 2 cups, tumblers. There's something up there. There's like a little box up there. I can't climb this ladder though. It kind of stands out. I don't know if there's a way to be able to climb this. All right, this goes back down again. Do a corridor, I guess. Got an old Model T, it looks like. Some bowler hats. The boudoir. Where are we at? The boudoir would be okay there. Utility closet gives us a breaker box, but I don't know if we have anything that we need to put power to yet, so let's do this. Some shoes. Oh my god, we're a vampire. The mirror doesn't work. Oh, there's Christmas. Oh, there's the safe over there. Huh. Is there something on that safe? Looks like there might be something written on the safe numbers there. Maybe. I mean, it's... It kind of looks the same, but... I can't really see anything. No, it's like it's too tiny to see. Is it just unlocked? I mean, what would be the likelihood that it's just plain old unlocked? Drawing room. I don't think actually, yeah, the drawing room would be good because it'll give us access to one more spot there. So I guess we'll do that. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Hence the drawing room. I'm curious to see how many things that I'm looking at are actually part of puzzles and how many things just are not. The arrows? There's arrows between their toes? Well, between the heel of one foot and the toe of the other foot. Heel and then toe. Toe and then heel. Toe and then heel. Same up there, except for the horse. Huh. I wonder if that has some kind of meaning. It's hard to tell what has meaning and what doesn't have meaning. We got a paper clip and, well, not a paper clip, a bobby pin. A bobby pin and looks like a Christmas tree or a pine tree. Looks like it could be a mechanism of some sort. But we can't, as far as I know, we can't crouch or jump or anything, so. All right, let's see what this gives us. Passageway. Laboratory and chapel. I don't really, this could be a dead end room, so let's do a redraw here. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. Or guest bedroom. Let's do the guest bedroom and get 10 steps back. There we go. Sinclair, I just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired to floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciate that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. Okay. Can't interact with anything. Anything under the bed? Boat? Nothing. Basketball there. Huh. It's kind of a weird amalgamation of things. I mean, he's got like sailing stuff in here, certainly. But he's got basketball. Like, well, we couldn't find anywhere else to put the basketball, so we threw it on the shelf with the chess piece and the octahedron and the bat flying over the trees and the bathtub. Okay. So this brings us back to the very beginning here, which is now locked off on the one side. Wait, why is that locked off on this side? Oh, because I put the bedroom there. Okay, that's why. So did I made a short loop, didn't I screwed myself. Whoops. Yeah, I completely screwed myself. I went around in a complete circle. This is not the first time I've done this. I did that in a demo too, I think, where I just like wasn't really paying as much attention as I should have to keep something going north keep some door that's open towards the north, and I just looped around on myself. I have all these steps too. The hell. I do have 2 keys though, so we might as well see what we can do with that. I think there's a couple boxes around here that need keys. If I remember correctly. Yeah, here we go. Oh, I got a key back. Nice. That worked out well. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to use any of that, to use any more gems or money for anything. So it's kind of a waste, but let's just see if there's, see if we can get something out of it. I got another key back again. Yeah, we got we're freaking rich as hell right now. And nothing to spend it on. You don't carry it over to the next day either. Nothing else over here. So was that all of the, I think that was all the boxes that were locked, I believe. I think so. Yeah, I think that was everything. There's no other boxes locked in here, right? No? Okay. How about, can I use one of these keys out here? No. I think the only way you can get to that, it's on the other side. I think that's the only way. The only way you can get to that is to get a garage. Make a wish. There we go. Can I make more wishes? No, just one. All right. Well, we screwed ourselves this day, but that's fine. I'm gonna end up doing that a lot probably. Let's come down here. Make sure I haven't missed anything. Oh, this is all blocked off. It's an interesting waterfall. Like a compass here. I didn't even notice the clock up there. There's a gas pipe going to these. These are probably gas powered. So I probably have to have some room in the house or something to turn those on, maybe. Yeah, what is this down here? I don't know if this area was open in the demo, so this is all new to me. Just a creepy box down here. A lot of creepy boxes. Can I light a torch? No. Can't get past. Can't get past the boxes. I'm betting there's something back there though. Like maybe you have to have a way to light the torch and then you can light the boxes on fire or something. Or maybe there's something like written on the wall and I can't see it right now. Okay. Nothing over here, right? Looks like there's a rail cart down there, so there must be some kind of mine or something under there. Like a mine shaft. An old abandoned mine shaft. Well, what do you want to bet that that door over there with the metal, um, screws on it, what do you want to bet that that's the 46th room? That you just have to, like, find a wrench to, or not a wrench, but a screwdriver to, like, unscrew it. It would be hilarious if the whole point of this game is to find a screwdriver. and unscrew that one area there. I wonder why these are. There's indentations in this fountain here. I mean, obviously there's a lot of cracks and stuff, but there's these specific indentations here, which is a bit odd, I feel like. But anyway, let's call it a day. Yeah, reached rank 3. 13 total rooms. Okay. No items found. All right. Save and continue. Not the best of starts, but, it is what it is. Let's just try to remember as I'm doing things to, like, keep a north door, a northward path, shall we say, if at all possible. All right, let's see what's over here. Get a gem from the den. Let's go with the den. And grab our gem here. Go this way, which is the furthest left we can go, right? So red rooms have some negative effect. I don't know what the one is for that. Commissary has items for sale, and that's our gem requirement. So let's do that. So we have something to spend our coins on once we get some coins, which we don't have any right now. Staff notice, effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your tenants will no longer be registered at the morning roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password is something S with an ing. S. something S. Huh, can't tell. With and without. So you've got a. I don't even know what that is. It's some kind of pastry, it looks like. And sand. So without sand. Oh. Commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for any inconvenience. Without. Without sand. Without dunes. Without curves, I guess. Is what I say that. What do we have to buy here anyway? Salt shaker. Compass. Shovel. Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer's 8. 8 buckaroonies for that. Alright. What's this? This is going north here. West Wing Hall. Let's do that. Keep a door going north there. And what's this? Staff notice June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask the staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any staff may draft south? Something. Okay. Blueprints with a, looks like a puzzle piece, and then there's an E here. And an antechamber at the top. Hey, hello, welcome on in. How was your dinner? Let's do a hallway. Yeah, we'll keep some doors to the north available to us, potentially, unless they're locked. Spiral stairs and that. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Had chicken and bread. Cool. Bread chicken. Like it. Like it. Or at least bread and chicken. Very good. Very good stuff. I'm doing good. I am doing just fine right now. Both of these have a gem requirement, huh? Yeah. All right, let's go. Oh, you must select one to craft. Damn it. All right, well, guest bedroom it is. 10 steps back from that. Oh, what do we got here? Magnifying glass. Inspect documents of the estate more closely. Ooh. Okay. I wish I had that. Now it's the paintings are different. I wish I had that boudoir picture now. Well, Well, the picture in the boudoir. So I could inspect that. Wasn't there something else? There was another. Oh, the commissary. Yeah, let's go there. Oh, I didn't even notice the sale. 2 days only, all items 50% off. Day 20 and 21, Mount Holly commissary. Okay. Yeah, this one. Oh, it's ONG. Swan Song. Okay. Swan Song, that is. Got it. So that's a terminal password. Rachel Blocks does not work, unfortunately. All right. So, where are we at here? West Wing Hall. Let's see if we can go north here. Courtyard requires a gem. Storeroom gives us a gem. But I still want a door going north, so we'll do spare room, which doesn't probably give me anything. Nook, I guess, since we'll get a key out of it. Okay. So where are we at? We're over here. See if we can get something that has a north-facing door. No, we won't get one. But there's 2 items in the closet, and then there's the storeroom, which has a key and a gem. The gem would be very useful because we're getting a lot of things that have gem requirements, but let's go do the closet and see what items we get. Gem and ivory die. While drafting, you may use the ivory die to roll new floor plans. Okay. No, it was something. It was something. Yeah, I had a pretty good day. Uneventful, which was nice. And it's actually technically Friday for me because I took off just for the sake of taking off, just to have a long weekend tomorrow. So I was especially uninterested in doing anything crazy today at work because I was like, it is Friday for me, so anything I do is not getting checked in because I don't want any problems while I'm gone. Food for sale in the kitchen. Corridor is always unlocked. Let's do that. Is that bobby pin picture again? Okay, so this is the eastmost thing here. So parlor, yeah, should go that way. Let's do that. Okay. So we'll grab the key. Although I wonder if that wind-up key, I mean, it says it's for this parlor game, but I'm wondering if that would be used in the den. You know what? I have a theory here. I mean, obviously that game is going to give you gems, which are important, but I'm wondering if, because there's this thing up here, this clock that looks like it could take a key. No. Okay. All right. Wasting a few steps, but that's all right. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, let's do this thing. This box is the white box. Okay, so that's false. The blue box contains the gems. This box is the black box. So then, if both of these are false, then this one must be true, which means the blue box has the gems in it. Indeed. Okay. So this door is going north. A locksmith? Keys for sale? But it's a dead end as well. Where are we at? So I put the locksmith there. You can't go north that way. It would have to be the entrance hall. If I put the pantry, we can still go over to the left there. Or I can redraw floor plans. I don't have any coins. Well, the pantry will give me 4 coins, but I don't have any coins for a locksmith anyway right now, so let's just take the pantry. Get some coins here. And a couple steps back. Alright. Security room. That would be very nice right now. And that will give us a north-facing door there as well. So let's do that. Oop. I forgot the first time you come in here you get a cutscene. My God, it's full of computers. And they're Amber terminals. They're not even. They have reel-to-reels. It's so old. I think the hilarious thing about this is this kid would obviously have no idea what he's even looking at. Giant magnetic tapes? What are these CRT televisions? It's magical and mystical. See, he's already trying to use it as a touchscreen. That's not how that works. It's not how it works. You can't just touch things on the screen and have stuff work. Blue memos are true, red memos are lies. Unless written by hand, is that what that says down there? Unless written by hand. Okay. So red memos are lies unless they've been handwritten, and then they're true. Okay. It's good to know, I guess. So then that note that we kept seeing about the West Wing being more likely to require keys is false. So whenever we build rooms in the West Wing, we are more likely to have unlocked doors. Oh, that's right. I know the terminal password now too, right? Because I got it from the other thing. So let's see. View estate inventory. Following is detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. Okay. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with electronic keycard. Keycard system is currently operational. Set security level. Determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. You should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting and 5 or 6 with a high setting. So if we put that on low. Change offline mode. This mode determines the default setting of the security doors will be set to if power is lost during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working in the estate. Yeah. Okay. To security menu. Log into network. No. Why do I want to say swordfish? It's swan song. That's what it is. Oh. Old 33.6 baud modem. It's not the 56K modem because it would have had a louder pitch to it. Staff services. Punch in and out. Staff assignments. Request schedule change. Special orders. Punch in and out. It's been disabled as of November 4th. All work has been suspended at Mount Holly and all domestic staff has been placed on extended paid leave in accordance with the instructions left by the old man himself. See Mrs. Babbage for more detail. Staff announcements. November 7th. I don't think anyone else has access to this network this month except you, Simon. So if you're reading this, just know we're all rooting for you. Your friends in faithful service. Request schedule change. Okay. Special orders. If you'd like to get specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit, the commissary is now taking special orders for all members of the staff. You can take 1 to 3 days. Place a special order. Metal detector, running shoes, shovel, sleeping mask, sledgehammer. Let's not do that yet. Terminal access. View active terminals. No other terminals are currently connected. Email can only be accessed from the office. Okay. Data transfers are not currently available. All right. ACAM 56, BCAM 42. So bathtub again and the bat. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. So we know that this is false because it's red, so it's been locked. And then blue, keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Okay. I don't have like a security key card either that I could generate, do I? All right, so what is this? This faces north, so let's see if we can get something that has a north-facing thing. Nope. We can do a kitchen, food for sale. Let's redraw. I mean, I could build a locksmith, but let's. Let's go for the bedroom. Yep, there's a key. We got a couple steps back. All right. Everything else looks normal here. So this is now going this way. Let's see if I can make something that will allow us to keep going north. The drawing room. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, good. Good. Let's make sure we take advantage of this. Let's go north here. And let's redraw. All right, we'll do courtyard. Okay. Okay. Is this still going north? It is. Walk-in closet has 4 items, but it has a gem requirement, which we don't have. This counts as 2 bedrooms. I guess we're going to do dining room. Anything to be seen around here? Not really. And this is rank 5, right? Okay. Now let's see what we got over here. This door is locked. Let's try this one. Which way are we facing again? This way? Okay. Let's go towards the west wing over here so that we're less likely to get locked doors. Every time you enter a chapel, you lose 1 coin. Well, yeah, it's the only way to continue to the north. So that is the way it's going to have to be. The bishops here. 7, 5, 2, 3, 6, 4, 1. It's got to be some kind of And we got like a holly bush up there. It's gotta be some kind of code or something. Door's locked. Alright. Use our last key. Well, that sucks. 2 gems for the office, which I don't have. Okay. Well, there is exactly nothing in there. Okay, this gives us another opportunity, potentially. Yes, let's do... Hallway doors are always unlocked. Oh, but all these require gems. Jeez Louise. Less and less options here. But there is one thing I wanted to look at. So this image here. It's not really helping. Thought maybe there'd be something on that code there. Like on, like maybe they'd have the code written on it somewhere. There's something else, though, right there. Can't really see it. Hmm. Hmm. That didn't really help. That didn't really help at all. I had to try it. Little 8675309. Um. Okay. This is continuing north. 2 gems for that office. Breaker box. I mean, I could use the breaker box to turn the power off, but then that's not going to help me with anything there right now. But I guess that's about all we can do, because both of these will stop me from going north. So let's do this one. Here's the minecart area, the office. So this would be, I guess, the office, and that would be to that other, the mine that we saw, or the entrance to the mine that we saw, I guess. Keycard entry system. Gymnasium, darkroom, garage. Turn the keycard entry system off, I guess. VAC indicators. I don't know what that's about, but I've turned them all on, which may not have been the correct idea, but oh well. Turn the keycard system off so that any keycard things should be unlocked at least. Although we haven't encountered any. We have one more way off the drawing room here. But it loops back around. It's not going to really take us anywhere. But it's the only thing we can do. We can't go any further north right now. The dark room, gymnasium, storeroom. Well, I have the dark room turned on. The power turned on in the dark room, so maybe we should just do that one. Let's see what it gives us. Okay. I guess I gotta toggle it back on again. Wait, where's the oh, it's over through here. Okay. Toggle the dark room back on. We have 13 steps left, so we gotta make this count. That's why I keep looking here. Okay, drawing room. Also, I didn't really look around here to see if there's anything to be had. I know there's places to dig up, but we don't have the shovel to do it with. What does that say? November 28th. November 28th, or at least November of 1928. Probably November of 1928. Huh. Is that something? Looks like there's something written there. I Can't see what it is though. Like, it looks like there's something right there, but no, that might be just the lighting from his shoulder. Hmm. All right. Let's get all this film here. Got the cleaning staff. He's not doing a very good job of developing these photographs, though. That's a lot more sinister. I don't know what I think I'm trying to see. I'm just kind of looking around to see if anything just pops out. Hmm. Is that 1128 again? Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Well, that's weird. She has a mole in this picture. But the picture that was by one of the bedsides, she didn't have a mole in it. So either that was a different person, or we've got an Austin Powers Gold member, and or a Robin Hood Men in Tights issue going on here. All right. Wasn't your mole on the other side? I have a mole? Oh, there's a note. Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. Green memos found in Hartley's room are always false. Got it. I haven't found any green memos yet, but okay. I didn't even notice that. A broken lever. I didn't even notice that laying there. I mean, that broken lever looks like it would go towards like a minecart thing. But I have 2 coins here. I don't know that it's going to help me. I don't think anything... I don't think I can buy anything with 2 coins. No. It's a big negatory. We're running out of steps as well. Let's go see if I can find something out here that thing goes to. Big day tomorrow, chilling. Pretty much just chilling. Just chilling tomorrow. I may do a double stream tomorrow. I'm really considering it. I may do something in the morning, maybe like a game, for a little while, and then do my usual nighttime coding stuff. I was thinking of maybe doing the coding stuff in the morning, and I was like, nah, I don't know if I want to do it in the morning or not. So we'll see. That's my thought. I don't know if I'll fully commit to it or not. But yeah, just gonna. It's really what I'm trying to do is. Years ago, I used to before we even had like unlimited PTO. Um, I tried to always take like 2 long weekends each month because we get a couple holidays, but not that many. Um, I mean, we get the normal amount of holidays, but they're spread out, um, and when we were still going into the office, it was very helpful to have like a couple long weekends where you don't have to drive and all that stuff. And then when they shut down the office and made us all remote, and then gave us unlimited PTO, it kind of didn't. I kind of lost sight of it, of doing the whole like two long weekends each month, because it's like I'm not going anywhere. I'm not traveling anywhere. You know, it's easy enough. Oh, that's right. Make a wish. You know, it's easy enough to just kind of, um, you know, you basically roll out of bed and then do work, you know, and then and all that stuff. And then it also kind of felt like, you know, there was no point in taking like a half day even because it was like, you know, what are you going to get done in 4 hours kind of thing. Um, so I started doing that, and then with all the health stuff that started last year, I was afraid to take any extra days off because I was like, I need days off to go see doctors and things like that. Um, and now that most of that is cleared up, I'm feeling like, and I'm kind of feeling like burnt out a little bit. I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time to get back to like just having a couple days each month, and where I can just kind of chill and unwind a little bit early. So it's kind of what I've been doing. Due to rules set forth, your scouting skills have been to fabricate a very respectful off-site sleeping quarters. You may call today at any time for a blueprint menu to return to campsite for the night. Okay. I have not explored the campsite yet to see if there's anything around here. This is a combination lock? And that leads to a shed over there. A tool shed. Huh. Oh, I wonder if this is 1128. Because of that one thing that we were seeing. Whoops, that's not the right way. Oh, it is. It is in fact 1128, what we were seeing on that in those photographs. Well, the apple orchard has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you will start each new day with an extra 20 steps. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. What else do we have over here? We've got like a steam pipe. Oh, that's the, that lights the, torches that I saw here. Oh, I guess there's a couple areas like this that all have this thing to denote that, you've unlocked something. Interesting. Okay. And we got a sundial here. Alright. Gardner's logbook. April 10th, 1992. When I first came on the estate in the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms of the house under his care. As a result of this improvidence, in the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I will make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate in as much as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. Robert Nogula, groundskeeper. Among my many commissioned duties, I have been tasked with the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the apple orchard, entrance drive, and east yard. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance of the west grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death and the ensuing closure of the West Wing. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavor to brush the west path weekly, even if none but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these I discovered are only draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west wings. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. The soil survey. One of the first tasks I undertook as groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each slot on both the east and west wings of the house. And while I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots of the house, it was clear that the inconvenience such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the rooms that would benefit from this survey only ever appear in the wings. To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. As suspected, the room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. So barren ground, poor soil, good soil, rich soil. So if we put green rooms on the rich soil areas, I guess we'll get more likely to have good dig spots. Let's do a screenshot on that one. Smudge pots. A few years ago, the Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. The installation of the new system was a substantial undertaking, as almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, these renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gas line, including, but not limited to, the orchard's smudge pots. The smudge pots found along the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estate. These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gasoline should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new cause to champion. I have submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Oronida currently in the cloister with much more appropriate angel Rina. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, it shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate on the subject for a better part of our lunch yesterday. And she wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I have forgotten how to access the inner garth and am too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for a third time. My best rendition pretty good considering I have only ever seen Rina's depiction in the chapel. Okay. Down there. Okay, well, I think we've done all we can do, I believe. I don't think I missed anything. I did unlock the Apple Orchard permanent edition, which is good. Problem is we can't really go anywhere else because I only have one step left, so we're gonna have to just call it a day. Mid-sized villa, 23 rooms, reached rank 6. 3 items found. All right. See what day 3 has in store for us. Ah. 70 steps now. Okay. All right. Let's start with the east wing this time. Not a good start per se. Although we can get a key. So let's do that with the Nook. We get the billiard room. Should get us to the other side there. Okay, let's do that. First time in billiard room. Well, since the demo. But I do know that there's a math puzzle in here, both because of the demo and because of the note that we picked up a little bit earlier. Bathtub and a bat. Again. All right. So wait a minute. Plus minus times divide. Yeah, okay. I think that's divide. So 14. I guess it's just 14, right? Yeah, and then 8. I think it's 8 plus 12, right? So 20? Yes. 20 minus 3 is 17. 9 minus 5 is 4. Uh, 4 times 5 is 20. Um, 9. No. 10. This is minus, right? Is this multiply? So 9 minus 7 is 2. 2 times 10 is 20. Okay. Yes. Got 2 keys out of it. All right. Good stuff. Just trying to remember which one, like, was pink multiply? Which one's what? I think the way they put it here kind of is supposed to give you an idea, like, this is sort of red. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, which way we go? Going this way, and we can do a bedroom. That would work. Ooh, some keys. Some car keys. All right. If we can get the garage, we can open up the car. Yeah, this was the other picture I was looking at. Yeah, she doesn't have a mole in this picture. That definitely looks like the same woman though. I say. A den would be nice right now. So keep on being able to go north. Get a gem as well. All right, I think this is still the north facing one, right? Um, we have not done the observatory yet. That would be a good idea to do, though. Let's do that. Because this gives us, I think, some kind of bonus, and I forget what it is. The Fixed Stars, a stargazer's companion to constellations. This book contains a complete star base, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. North Star, +1 gold. The Twins, 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. The Slice, +3 steps. Diamondus Minor, +1 gem. The Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Farmer's Apple, apples are extra delicious today. Clavis the Key, +1 key. Diamondus Major, +5 gems. Draxus the Dead, dead end rooms are more common today. The Sale, everything is 50% off today. Nice. Florealis, Bloom of the Sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. Okay. Okay. We just needed to go the other way now. Wrong way. There we go. I need that to go even higher. There we go. And just gotta move just a little bit more. Excellent. You got a North Star. Is that it? Just the North Star? Okay. This door's locked. Alright. Use a key. Yeah, hallway. It's going to have to be. Give us the most options. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked, so that's false. We know that now. Let's see what I can get out of this door here. Door's always left unlocked. A parlor. Don't really need a parlor. Let's do the storeroom and get a bunch of stuff here. So we'll get the key, a coin, and then there should be a gem here. There we go. Alright, and then moving this way. Okay, here we'll do the drawing room. That'll keep us a way to keep going north. So we can do that. So that works. And then this should be north facing. Okay. Redraw. Damn. Okay. I'll have the 2 gems for that. Let's do a closet, see what items we get. A reroll and a key. Alright. What do we get down here? Adds locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. If I get a pool. But that needs a gem requirement. Corridor, which doesn't get me anything. Spare room doesn't get me anything. Let's do a redraw here. Freebie one. I need a gem for that. The parlor would end up being a dead end. Same with the guest bedroom. The parlor will give me gems though, so I guess we should do that. Alright, what do we got here? You are in the parlor. That's true. The blue box is true. This box is empty. You are in the parlor is in fact true. And this is in fact true. So this has to be false. So this box is not empty. Indeed. Okay. That gives us a little bit more wiggle room for rooms that we can create. Yeah, go through the observatory here. Alright, let's go this way. And or we'll do the courtyard. Only probably gives me one additional door here right now. Oh, wait, sledgehammer. I just noticed that. It's like, oh, I could use that. Use that on all the locked boxes, so now I don't have to use a key on the boxes. Pantry. Guest bedroom. Passageway needs additional gem, though. It would be the best thing, but it needs 2 gems, and I only have 1. Let's redraw. Security room is better. Let's do that. It's not the best, but it is better. So I wonder, did this stay disabled each day, or is this actually change? Swan song. I know the password doesn't change, but I mean, did the settings for the key cards and stuff change? No. So wait, where was that? Where was that thing at though? Key card system. Here we go. Key card system is operational. Yeah, so it does reset every time. Okay. It's good to know. Alright, so what do we got down here? Code check. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. That's the only thing I can put here. Because I don't have gems for anything else. So that's what it's going to be. I don't have any items to check in though, do I? Well, I could check in. We'll come back to this. I could check in the sledgehammer. But then I have to make sure that I can build the coat check again. The next day so I can retrieve it. Oh no, I'm totally boned at this point. Yeah. No, there's one more door in security. I need something with a door facing north. And that's the only thing I could do that is with the chapel. So let's do that. We're gonna lose a coin every time we walk through here. So that's the one that Gardner was talking about, the 3. Right? He wanted a statue of that. Oh, let's see. She's holding a hoe. She's holding a broom, so she's a maid. She's a chef because she's holding a one of those pizza scooper things. She's got a garden hoe, so she'd be the hoe. She's holding a riding crop, so she's a jockey. This one is a chimney sweep. I'm just noticing that now. Now that Gardner mentioned that one thing, I'm noticing all that. And then this one is the king, right? Because it's got the scepter, or the queen, I guess. The scepter and the shield. Huh. Okay. Interesting. All right, let's see if we're totally boned here. We gotta do spare room. That's about all we can do to keep on being able to go north. Assuming it's not locked. Although we have a key. Oh, there's the garage. But I need a gem for it. I can't do that. So we'll have to do the West Wing Hall because it gives me the most options here. Okay. I kind of want to see if I can get gems before, because the garage and stuff I think has to be on the side of the house, and I think it's because it has a door to the outside. So I kind of want to make sure if that shows up again that I have like a gem for it. Guess bedroom's all we can do here. Compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. That would have been useful earlier. Okay. Much else there? Do I have another? We have the other side of the chapel I could do. It's going to cost me my other coin. Well, I might as well put a pantry down and get 4 coins for our trouble. Oh, and a banana. 3 steps for it. Yep, can't go that way. Because that backs up to the coat check. Okay. All right. Let's see. I don't really have anything else I can do here. I've used all my gems and stuff, so we're just going to have to keep on trucking forward. We got to do dining room. Even though I'm not going to get anything out of it, most likely. Because it's, you need rank 8 in order to get a meal in here. And we're only rank 5. Corridor is always unlocked. Sure, I can't pick anything up there. Yeah, all we can do is the utility closet. Turn off the keycard entry system. At the very least. Though we may not get it. The opportunity to use them. All right, we need this to have a north-facing door, or else we're boned. Combine inventory to create new items. Oh, there's a workshop. Oh, interesting. All right, so the only thing we can do here is the dark room. That will give us something facing north. All right. But luckily we have the breaker room, so I can turn the power back on so we can see what our next uh, room draft is going to be. Go. All right. Well, is there anything? Just check around, make sure there's nothing. All these pictures are probably the same, but make sure there's nothing left around that I can use. Like we all. Oh, key card. There we go. Okay, let's see what we get here. These all require gems. Damn you. Damn you to hell. Experimental house features, huh? All we could do is put a bunk room, which stops us from progressing. I mean, we got a little bit further along. Not much, but a little bit further. Two bananas. Camp Colonel. Flashlights. Atari. Chessboard there. Tripod stand or camera stand. Oh, there's got a live hamster in here. He's got his own little tiny little bed that he can climb into. That's cute. Got his own little bunk bed. Actually, is that a almost model? Oh, he's drinking some water too. Cool. Is that an almost model of this room? Got some boots. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys and I will not have to share my room and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back. And if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. That ain't presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me. And today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book, even though he is older. He is a crybaby. Yep. Today is a good day because today my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long, long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I wouldn't have it any other way. I still would rather have had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. Yep, that tracks. That tracks. Rubik's Cube over there. All right, so yeah, that's all we can do. I have a key card. I have compass, sledgehammer, car keys. Did I we still have the yeah, we have the coat check. So tempted to put the car keys into the coat check because those are hard to come by. Um, I'm also thinking the compass would be a good one. I mean, there's a lot of good ones you could put in there, I suppose. Hmm. Yeah, pick one. And I guess overall the sledgehammer is the better choice because it almost guarantees that you'll have access to, well, it guarantees you'll have access to every box you come across, which in turn means that you'll get um, you'll get gems constantly. So let's put the sledgehammer in there. Okay. All right. Well, I think that's all we can do right now. So reset the day, reset the house. Ordinary villa, 25 rooms, rank 7 we've reached. 60 steps taken, 5 items found, 4 new rooms. All right. Continue on. All right. We start in the foyer, as always. Um, hmm. Let's do the spare room. Do bedroom? Yeah. Different different kind of bedroom. Got a corner room here. Slightly different. Hmm. Don't see anything of note in here though. I could pick up and work with. Yeah, we'll do the den. So we can continue moving forward and we'll get this gem. The billiard room or the greenhouse. You're more likely to draw green rooms while drafting. Um, hmm. Um, Yeah, let's do that. So that looks looks like something you can punch through. The greenhouse is where the is where that lever goes. Well, see if we can find that again somewhere. I'm guessing that opens up something here, or maybe that opens this what looks clearly like a secret passage. All right, dig spot there. Okay. All right. Let's see where this leads us. Nook gives us a key and allows us to continue northward. So I'll take that. Cloister. That's what they were talking about, where the statue was. 3 gems for that. Pantry, parlor. The pantry get 4, but parlor would definitely get some gems, and we need some gems. So let's do that. Well, we don't definitely get gems, but we have a likelihood of getting gems. I don't want to jinx myself. There are 4 boxes in this room. Okay, that's false. The gems are in the true box. There's only 1 box in this room. Okay. So then the gems are in the true box, which is this one. There we go. Okay. Figure out where this takes me. Courtyard. Does not get me going north, but at least gives me options. I have the hallway. Let's hang on to our gems for a moment. Let's do the hallway. I need 3 gems for the cloister. Hallway into a corridor? Sure, why not? Let's see about this one. This goes back to entrance hall. Secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. Aquarium is every color of room. Leads to a room of a color of your choice. Let's do that. So secret passage and bedroom, drawback room, gold sink. So that's the market. Orange room. So these are the orange rooms, so they're like corridors. Blue. Can have it go to the market. Let's do this one. wonder if that doesn't work because I put it up, butted up against a room that already existed. I think I might have screwed that up. Because it didn't have a way of spawning another room on the other side here. Yeah, I might have screwed that whole thing up there. Alright, whatever. Let's go this way. You can do aquarium. Why not? See all the fishies and all the rooms that they inhabit here. Little kitchen or like a outdoor barbecue area. Huh. Office there. Alright. What do we got on this one? Let's grab the billiard room. Let's see what we can get here, if anything. All right, 12. 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 3 is 9. There it is. 9 minus 1 is 8 minus 6 is 2. 10 minus 4 is 6 times 3 is 18. Nine minus 1 is 8 times 2 is 16. There we go. Silver key. Unlocking a door with a silver key leads to a room with many doors. Okay. Didn't get any gems out of it after all. What? The pantry. This is a gem requirement, which I can't do. So we're going to have to do pantry, but we still have corridor up there that leads to something, so this isn't a complete loss. At least. Alright, go over to a closet. A key and a gem. Alright. That's something anyway. Go this way to this hallway here. All right, courtyard I can do. Yeah, which keeps us being able to go to the north. So let's do that. Oh, we got a metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and coins. Okay. Would have been more useful earlier. Given that we're on our last leg here. Damn it. Veranda is what we need, and it's 2 gems. We'll have to do storeroom, I guess. Okay. Well, we know how the metal detector works now anyway. So there's that. And I got nowhere else I can go. That sucks because, like, the silver key would have been interesting, but there is nothing I can use it on. And there's nothing I can really do outside either. Yeah, I think we're boned. All right, call it a day. We'll do maybe one more day here. Only reached rank 4 on those rooms. 3 new rooms we found though. And let's save and continue. Day 5. I did forget. I should remember to, like, I still had coins. I should remember to go out and toss a coin in the fountain for luck there too, because I keep forgetting to do that before calling it a day. Let's start with the west wing this time. Bedroom. Always better at this point. So we maximize the amount of access we have. A nook will do. Yeah, okay. We'll do chapel because it's out of the way. I may not have to deal with it. Also, I don't have any coins to lose, so screw you, chapel. We got the den. Yeah, let's take the den. Grab this gem for our troubles. And haha, the garage. Unfortunately, we don't have the car keys. And I think we need the power. We need power in order to turn on, in order to open that. But if we get a breaker box, we can do that. At the very least, I can open this up, even if we can't get in the car itself. I can open this up and then go out and open that one fence, so we have access to that area. Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you've been driving for his lordship, your absences must be accounted for, Mrs. Babbage. Mrs. Babbage is a slave driver. a real taskmaster. Oh, we've got a spot of oil here too. 'Tis not very good. Not keeping this car up to date. Not doing a very good job of it. It's an old timey car. You gotta keep these babies purring. All right. So let's see what we get here. Parlor, spare bedroom. I guess spare room's not going to get us to the north, so we might as well use a parlor here. So we can potentially get something out of it for our troubles. All right, what do we got here? All 3 statements are false. Okay. 2 statements are false. The gems are in a box with a false statement. Okay. Okay. All 3 statements are false. 2 statements are false. The gems are in a box with a false statement. So if that were true, I don't think we're going to get this one. Well, we know all 3 statements cannot be false. Well, is that true? Because the rules of the game said there's at least one box is true, right? There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements, and there will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. And only one box has the gems in it. So we know that this is false because one of these statements has to be true in order to fulfill the rules of the game. So we know that that's false. So 2 statements are false. Can be true. The gems are in a box with a false statement. So the question here is this true? In which case, the gems are in the blue box because that's false. Or is this true? We know one of these has to be true. So one of these has to be true. And one of these has the gems in it. And I'm getting the feeling that both this box and this box are false. And that this is the only true one because 2 statements are false would track with the rules of the game. All right, let's try this one. This one I'm a little bit. This game is confusing as fuck. It's a brain teaser, right? Because I mean, this is the third, like our fourth time doing this game, right? And every time the statements have been different, right? So it's definitely a brain teaser and a half. Um, but the key here is there's always going to be one that's true, or there's always going to be one that's false. At least one that's true and at least one that's false, which makes it a little bit more complicated because you could have two true ones. Which, well, in this case, we know we can't have two true ones because two statements are false could not be true, right? Because it would be, because then this one would have to be true. So we know we only have one true statement here. Yeah, let's try this one. Let's see what happens. Oh, got it. I'll tell you what. As a programmer that has to deal with ones and zeros, trues and falses all the time, even I'm struggling with this logic puzzle. So I'm impressed that people who don't have to deal with logic on a consistent basis can do these, consistently well. I think that's a very impressive feat. A very logical mind can do that. So we'll do the observatory, which will back into the chapel, huh? Sure, I guess. Okay. This automatically moved into place too for me, which is nice. Anything lying around on the shelves here? We have 2 stars. A pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. Okay. All right, very good. Come through here now and make our way back to the entrance hall. Oh, and there are now 2 chests in the entrance hall. Let's go north. Oh, there's the coat check. We can get the sledgehammer. And then we don't have to use keys for these. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's retrieve our item. Good stuff. Bash it open. Grab some gems. And some coins. Oof. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right. Drawing room. Okay. Very good. I mean, you gotta admit though, this is a really interesting concept for a game. right? It's like you're going into a house where the blueprint of the house changes every time you do it, and you're drawing cards in order to draw out what the house is going to be, with the goal of getting to the antechamber up here, and also unlocking all the other secrets outside and all that stuff, and then trying to find, because there's 45 rooms in the house, and then there's a 46th room that you're supposed to find in order to then take ownership of the house. So it's definitely it's a neat concept. Let's redraw. All right, billiard room. Okay, let's do a little bit more math, I guess. Here. All right, so 8. 15 minus 7 is 8. 7 times 2 is 14. Is this all about puzzles? Yes, pretty much. It's all exploration and puzzles with some some story to unlock along the way. So it's basically a walking simulator, but it has some puzzles that you come across along the way. And the idea is that it kind of combines a couple things. It's like walking simulator, puzzle game, and it's a rogue-esque game because the house resets every day, and it's RNG what rooms you every time you go to click on a door, you have to pick with, between 3 different rooms that the next room could be, and then the whole goal is to get enough north facing doors to make it all the way up to the top antechamber. So yeah, it's an interesting one. It's really really interesting. So because you can see right here, oh, I'm in the middle of a puzzle, so it won't show me. But let's do 4 divided by 2 is 2. And 17 minus 15 is 2. Times 20 is 40. Divided by 10 is 4. There we go. Oh, and a key card. Nice. All right. So yeah, so this is we have to try to make it up to this antechamber up here. And there's all kinds of rooms along the way. Some of them are like, if there's puzzles to unlock them and things like that. It's pretty darn interesting. So commissary has items for sale. We have to spend a gem to do it. We have a lot of money. It would be good to have that, I think. And that still gives us a path forward, although only one path forward. Or I could do a corridor and get us a little bit further along. Hmm. Hmm. The commissary is not going to do me any good if I don't have. I mean, maybe if there's a shovel, but I don't have anything. Did I have any dig spots? I don't remember any dig spots this time around. Let's do corridor. So we know the doors are unlocked here. At the very least. I don't see anything to pick up, though. Security room, definitely. So come in here and we will set the settings. Keycard system. Low and offline mode should be unlocked. Okay, good. These notes haven't changed, have they? No, okay, they haven't changed. This is still going north. We can do the laboratory. Experimental house features. Let's do that. It's the first time we've seen this. Heating and cooling curves. Water melting point at 0.1 parts per trillion to 0.5 parts per trillion. Oh, it's in centigrade. Oh boy. Well, there goes my brain. 20 degrees centigrade. 20 degrees Celsius, I'm sorry. Is room temperature complete thaw. Complete thaw, something is unaffected. I can't read that. It says something is unaffected. Cooler? Cooler is unaffected, maybe. I don't have the magnifying glass to see the small text anymore. Test 205 at atmospheric pressure of 93 kilopascals. Huh. Huh. All right. Oh, well, speaking of not having the magnifying glass, I now have the magnifying glass. Yeah, cooler is unaffected. That's what it says. And even without it, I managed to figure out what it was saying. Periodic table of elements. And I got a few missing squares there. Yeah, this is definitely an older version because there's not a lot of the synthetic elements are not on here. I mean, they got quite a few of them, but there's not all of them. Although, to be fair, it's been ages since I've seen a periodic table myself, so. What the hell does that say? Is that Russian? No, you know what? That looks like it's. It looks like it's a mirror image. These little pink notes here. Huh. Huh. All right. I don't know why they've got this molecular structure hung sideways for some reason. Ampersand and the sand dunes. Sand percent. Hmm. Hmm. What is that? Jesus, they've got all these thumbtacks pointing everywhere, and I don't know what they're trying to track there. Oh, here we go. We got numbers. So hydrogen is 3, 2, 8, 12, 9, 11, 10, 6, 1, 7, 4, 5. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, you can see that. You can see it underneath the numbers. Re hydrogen. I think Re is rubidium? Question mark. I don't even remember. THPA. I wonder. Would these spell out a word? So PU S H push TH RE push 3 um I think that's BU 7. No. Oh god, I can't even read that. What's next to SM over here? It's so freaking light. EU. EU. Push 3 EU PA fucking hell. Uh I? No. UPA F. EU PA F TE. That is not a word. BU I N E. Eh? Wait a second. Uh QPA. Hang on. Let's do this like a sane person. So we got PU. Where's notes? You can do notes here somewhere, right? Come on, Steam. I know you got notes somewhere. Notes. Here we go. PU. H. TH. RE. EU. PA. F. Is that the F? Yes. TE. BU. INE. INE. Push 3 up. After maybe AFTE. Is 10 BU? RN. 10 is RN. RN. Not BU. RN. Push 3 up after 9. Damn it. That was... Push 3 up after 9. What the frick does that mean? 3 up after 9. So it's 9 and then 3? I think it's telling me it has no power. Experiment setup. In the laboratory, you're free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Choose a cause from column A and an effect from column B. For each bedroom, you draft after your second. Add a small chest to the entrance hall. Lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. Gain 1 key, 1 gem, or 1 gold randomly. Or when you draft red room, lose 5 steps and then one of those. Immediately add a small chest to the entrance room or to entrance hall. Gain 1 key, 1 gem, or 1 gold. Lose 10 steps or gain 20 gold. Okay. Interesting. No experiments found. Log into network. Okay. Terminal access. Security. So I guess I get all the security functions from here so I don't have to walk over to it. Interesting. Okay. All right. Okay. Search logs, pause experiment, log into network, exit. I think the only one that had access to email was the office, I think is what it said. So we can't do anything there. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. Oh, well, that, I guess it would have helped if I had read the actual note there. Is there anything else I can interact with in here? I don't see anything. Okay. Okay. Let's see what this door gives us. Archives. While drafting, you'll no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Yeah, let's do it. Still gives me access to where I need to go. Ooh, what we got here? So that room is X marks the spot. Let's take a little screenshot of that. There we go. I mean, it's pretty easy to remember, though. It's up in this corner here. If this is the entranceway. So it would be this room here. Has something special about it. Although, for all I know, that changes every time you go through. But we'll see. We shall see. August 22nd, 1985. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. And that's cut off. She was no stranger to the public eye, even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. January 27th of 86, Swimbird author never considered herself success by Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I'd always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Just make sure there's nothing crazy going on any of these pictures here. November 11th of 86. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of the 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed that by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. RLCF. November 17th, the Reddington Herald. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function. Was seen at the corner. Suspicious bag under the waved down a local something magistrate. I don't know. This is the third major incident this year, I guess. It is anticipated that they'll be charged by the Crown. Manning was the last person. Something. The trial begins on Tuesday, expected to last up to several weeks, I guess, with grand treason. Charged with grand treason. Okay. February 21st of 87. No trace is discovered of Cinca Harris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 5:45 or 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. 3:45 p.m. Was the clock in the den stopped at 3:45? I don't think it was. I think it was some other time on there. I'd have to look at it again. I don't think it was. I think it was some other time on there. September 2nd, Reddington Herald. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Ares have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds, dredging for clues. Museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Ares, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Okay. So we got some, thieves, and they're very interested in them. See, the problem is, right now, the game is throwing a lot of stuff at you that looks like puzzle pieces, but there's very little context. Like all these paintings and stuff, are constantly changing these posters and things, but they're the same images. They're just found in different spots as you regenerate the house. And it's getting a little bit too, well, to be a little bit crude, cock-teasy. Where it's, where it's like, at some point they need to actually reveal something. There needs to be some kind of hook at some point here. This door is locked. All right, use a key. Archived floor plan. So we don't know what this floor plan is. Gem requirement for the courtyard, but it would give us access to more stuff. So I guess we'll do courtyard. Oh, we have an actual key card thing here. How about that, apples? Oh, so every time we do a thing now, we have one of them that we can't see. Okay. Because we have the archive. Well, let's roll the dice and see what it gives me. It gave me a closet with a metal detector. Great. There is... Oh! There's a shovel here. I walked right past that, and that is useful for digging up these spots. Old tin can. Lovely. Aha! A key. I'll take that. Which way is this facing? Oh, okay, let's see what we get over here. Adds locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft pool. Let's check out the pool. We haven't done the pool yet. So why not? Is it nice and warm? Pool rules. The draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft, 3 random floor plans are drawn from the draft pool for you to select from. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Some rooms are more rare than others. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day unless otherwise stated. And no running. Gotcha. We are up to rank 5 though. So we should start to get some more interesting things. We got the pool skimmer. I'm not sure why you would need a pool skimmer for an indoor pool, though. I mean, unless you got some really hairy-ass people going in there. Which, I guess this place was built in the 70s, so that might be a thing. Or so I've been told. Yeah, this is the only. I mean, we want to be able to continue going north, so spare room it is. Even though it gives us nada. Alright, we got 4 keys. We can use one. Oh, this has a gem requirement? Well, can't do that. I guess we're going to do the breaker box then. Which blocks us from going further north, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Let's turn the keycard entry system off. And, cabinet is not there. Okay, so We'll leave the other ones the way they are for the moment. Because I don't have anything else that just yet. Oh, I do have. Oh, wait. This is perfect. I need to turn the garage on. I forgot we had the garage. So we can get outside. Bam. Ba-bam, I say. I forgot that this run had the garage in it. We just gotta make our way back there. It's all the way over on the other side. Alright, let's go through the archives and open up another door here. Let's just keep in our mind that we have a garage to explorize. Sauna. Tomorrow you will start the day with 20 extra steps. Yeah, I don't really need 20 extra steps, to be honest. We're going to have to roll the dice here and hope that we get something that allows us to continue forward. We got a bedroom. Okay, well, does not allow us to continue north, but at least it gives us access to, well, additional access to that area. But yeah, this kind of blocks us off. That's unfortunate. We're not going further north that way. In fact, we are completely blocked off from going any further up this way. But we can still unlock a few doors in here, a few rooms, and see what we get, and then we can get outside via the garage. I just need to make sure I don't use up all my steps before we get there. There's nothing in here? My metal detector's not going off, so I'm going to say no, there's nothing in there. Do I need anything well, I don't have gem to do that anyway, so never mind. Oh, here we go. Got an apple, 5 steps, or an orange, I mean, so 5 steps back for us. Okay. Walk-in closet has 4. Oh, that needs a gem. Damn it. Damn it, man. Well, here's the gymnasium. It's the first time we've been in here, and it just took 2 steps off of me for coming in here. If you ever walked into a gymnasium and instantly felt more tired, well, here you go. All right. Let's see what this room is going to be. We'll do. I mean, both of these are going to be dead ends anyway, so let's just do the guest bedroom. We'll get 10 right now. Also, my metal detector's going off. There's a gem there. And there's something else to be had. Oh, on the floor. Nice. Alright, good. It's going to take 2 more off of me. Well, 3 more, really. Okay, go down this way. Yeah, quarter, billiard room, all the way back around the other way and up to the garage. Alright. Follow the outside of the house around. Here, take one of my coins, you bastard. Just to avoid it most of this time. Yeah, oh yeah, actually, while we're in here, what is the time here? Nah, well, no, it's 3 o'clock. just past 3 o'clock. Actually, that's moving. That's moving very quickly. Far too quickly for what it should be doing. Actually, all these are moving. Time is moving rather quickly in this place. It's like past 3:05 there. Hmm. 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 Okay. But this is now on. Ha ha ha. Yes. Unfortunately, I don't have the keys for here. Alright, so now we got this open. So I should be able to unlock that fence, which I think is back that way. Yeah, this is the way out, but is this doesn't let me interact with it, right? No, I don't think so. Okay. So go this way. Someone forgot to build a bridge there. Thought I saw a thing that would be there. Okay. Speaking of bridges, so this is the reason I wanted to open this area is because this gives us a spare room out here that we can use. Hovel special floor plans now costs additional steps instead of gems. Well, that would have been useful a lot earlier, but let's do archive floor plan. Oh good, this gave me a bunch of dig spots. Coins. An old shoe. Another coin. We are rich and wealthy beyond our wildest dreams this run. It's unfortunate the run is pretty much ended. Another rock. Turnip. Oh, plus 6 steps. Alright. Coin. Another coin. And another coin. I didn't get the commissary, did I? I think I decided against it because I wanted to keep going north here. So I have all this money and I have nothing that I can spend it on, and we lose it all. See, here's outer room here. We lose it all now when we end the day. So that kind of sucks. But I will remember this time to toss a coin in the fountain. Yeah, here we go. Permanently unlock that. Go. Very good. Let's go toss a coin to our Witcher. And real fast, we'll look down here. I don't think there's anything more I can do right now. We'll go down here anyway, because I need a way to get this door unblocked, which I do not have. This flame is still on, which is good to see. Alright, let's just make sure there's nothing in here that I could do yet. Can't light these torches or anything. Nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Alright. My guess is there's a way to light those torches. That there's probably something written on the wall or something like that that you can't see unless the torches are lit. But no idea. Yeah, I think we're pretty well done for this day, though. There's not much else I can do, right? All the rooms that I could interact with, I've interacted with. Oh, I do have a coat check though. Let's right off the entrance hall. Let's leave something in the coat check. Namely, let's leave the sledgehammer back here again. Since that is pretty darn useful. I mean, the shovel's really useful too. Hmm. Hmm. The shovel tends to give us a lot of coins as well. When we can do it. But this is coins versus gems, and gems are infinitely more useful, so I think we'll leave the sledgehammer. There we go. Cool. Cool, cool. Oh, you know what? There is one more thing we can do. We have the laboratory, right? And there was a option to do something immediately. So let's do that. Although I don't know, actually, I may not be able to do that because I might have to get this to run, but let's just see what happens. Let's see if I can actually do this or not. Experiment setup. Continue. Immediately. Add a small chest to the entrance hall, I guess. Gain 1 key, 1 gem, or 1 gold. That would have been useful earlier. Let's just do that. Start experiment. Experiment successful. Oh, there it is. You just get 3 gems out of it. It's a shame I can't like leave gems behind, like in the coat check. Yeah. And have them stay, or like drop gems in here in the entry hall, but the entry hall will regenerate as well, so you can't like, even if you could drop something, it wouldn't matter. Yeah, I think that's everything. I think that's everything. All right, call it a day. Wait, what was this other thing? Oh, experiment 1. Okay, successful. Okay. I just noticed this here. I'm like, what? Yeah. All right. Call it. Call it a day. What was the highest rank we got? 5? Ordinary villa. 25 rooms. 7 was the highest rank we reached. it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the rank is definitely how far up you go. So 8. So for that one thing that what's it called? The dining room. So basically you need to put the dining room up here somewhere in order to get food immediately out of it. So that is what they mean by the ranks. But that's all right. We got 6 new rooms out of it. And I think that's going to be good for me for tonight, my friends. This is a good game. I'm enjoying this game. Like I said, it's a little bit slow on the overarching sort of puzzle things. Like you can, it's good that there's puzzles there that you can solve immediately and stuff. But I feel like there's a bigger story that they're maybe trying to tell, and it's not really coming across yet. So it's you definitely have to put some more time in than just the first 5 days. Which to be fair, I've only done 5 days of it, so it's to be expected that there's a lot more ahead of me in terms of that. But I do like that there's permanent changes that end up happening. I think even when I did the demo, I kind of felt like it would have been nice to have like even more permanent changes that could be made. But it looks like there might be something like that going on. But we'll see. We'll see how everything goes there. My plan was to only play this for one stream. However, it's entirely possible that I may have another stream sometime in the future. I'm not gonna like plan it out or anything, but sometime in the future I may return to this and do a couple more days because I do enjoy it. It's just I have so many things that I'm doing at once that I trying to find time to do it is the hard part right now. So that's where we're at with that. If you happen to come across this on the YouTubes and you have a like and or a subscribe that you can spare, that would help out tremendously, and I appreciate it greatly. I'm also trying to build a community over on Moonbeam. It's a new streaming service out there. And if you're interested in taking a look at someplace new, you can either go to memoryleakdeath.tv/moonbeam, which will take you directly to my realm, or you can go to just moonbeam.stream and take a look around, see some streamers, see some realms, see some chat areas, and get acquainted with the community and see what happens over there. So good stuff there. They're still open beta and they are changing pretty much every week. There's more stuff happening, so it's early days, but I really like what they're doing over there. So that is it for me then, my friends, for tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Is there anybody live right now over on the old Twitcheroonie? There is not. All right. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you. And I hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you, bye.
I suppose by the transitive property, I too must be Vulcan as a motherfucker.